End of a long day, somebody asks you a simple question, where do you want to eat? And your brain just quits on you. Like you couldn't decide between two restaurants if your life depended on it. You're not tired in your body. You're tired in the part of you that makes choices. I felt that a lot before I understood what was actually going on, so I want to work through it out loud today. This has figured something out. I'm Dave. I fix air conditioners over in Kingfisher, and I've been chewing on this idea of minimalism. Now, before you click off thinking this is a show about throwing out your furniture and owning 12 things total, it's not. It's about something more specific. It's about what happens inside your head when you've got too many choices coming at you, and why cleaning up the little decisions you make every day might be one of the most useful things you ever do for yourself. The whole thing about minimalism, the real thing, it isn't about stuff. That's the part most folks miss. It's about decision fatigue. Here's what that means in plain talk. Every decision you make, every single one, no matter how small, costs your brain a little something. They all pull from the same tank. And that tank is only so big. It doesn't fill back up just because a decision felt easy. What to wear, what to eat, which road to take, which email to answer first. All of it draws down the same tank. So by the time you get to the decisions that actually matter, how to handle a hard conversation, how to price a job, whether you can trust somebody, that tank is running low. It was fuller when you woke up. And the research on this all points the same direction. The more worn down you get on decisions, the worse your decisions get. You start ducking them all together, or you just grab whatever's easiest instead of what's right. Minimalism, at the bottom of it, is a way to protect that tank. Fewer things means fewer things to keep up, fewer things to replace, fewer where did I put that moments. A simpler space around you means less noise humming in the background of your head. Your brain quits chewing on all the clutter and frees up for what actually counts. That's not about how a room looks. That's about how a room works on you. Let me tell you what decision fatigue looks like on an HVAC call, because I watch it happen every summer. A homeowner's been fighting a system that's been giving them fits for 2, 3 years. It's not dead. It's just moody. Cools fine one day, quits the next. Needs a part. Runs a little warm. The drain line plugs up every July. There's always something with it. So every summer they're standing there facing it again. Do I fix it? Do I replace it? Do I call these people or those people? Can I trust this estimate? Is this price fair? What if I replace the whole thing and it turns out the problem was somewhere else? That right there, that same knot coming back around every summer with a slightly different shape, that's decision fatigue in the flesh. It's not one decision, it's one decision that keeps returning. And every time it comes back, the cost stacks up a little higher. By the time they finally pick up the phone, they're already wore out before we even start talking. What I've figured out in all these years is the homeowners who handle this the best, they're not the ones who gathered up the most information. They're the ones who simplified the decision ahead of time. They said, here's my line. If it costs more than this to fix, I replace it. If it's older than this, I replace it. If I've paid to fix it twice in 2 years, I'm done. It goes. That's minimalism aimed at decision making. You build a rule before you need it, so you're not rebuilding it from scratch every time the trouble circles back. Here's something I don't say out loud much, but it's the truth. I keep this business simple on purpose. I don't run 50 trucks. I don't grab every job that calls in. I don't offer every service under the sun just because I technically could figure out how. I do heating and air work in central Oklahoma. I do it right. I charge a fair price and I stand behind it with a 6-month labor guarantee. That's the business. And that plainness is on purpose, not because I'm not hungry. I am. It's because I've watched what happens when a service outfit tries to be everything to everybody. They lose the thing that made them good in the first place. The quality gets watered down. The decisions pile up. The owner ends up spending all his time wrangling the mess instead of doing the actual work. Every service I don't offer is a decision I never have to make. Every county I don't stretch into is a quality standard I never have to lower. The fence line isn't holding me back. It's the thing that keeps the work good. There's a line I keep coming back to, and it's not from the trade, just something I read one time. The wealth of selection, not of accumulation. That's it right there. It's not how much you've got piled up. It's how careful you were about what you kept. That's as true for a business as it is for a closet. I want to be real clear on one thing because I think it gets twisted around. Minimalism is not about going without. It's not about living with less just to say you did. It's not some high horse about people who buy things. The folks who lean into it aren't doing it to feel better than you about their lifestyle. They're doing it because they figured out that owning more, deciding more, and keeping up more was costing them something they didn't want to keep paying. The people who study this describe it as getting a sense of control back. When the space around you is simple and your decisions are clear, you feel more like you're steering your own life. Not because you've got more, because what you do have, you actually chose, you keep up with, and you understand. That feeling of being in the driver's seat, that's not nothing. The studies keep tying that sense, the feeling that you're running on your own choices instead of getting shoved around by whatever comes at you, the lower stress, better mental health, more satisfaction across just about every part of life. The folks who go minimal aren't running away from the world. They ran the numbers and found out simple wins. Here's where I land on this for the people who call me. If your HVAC situation has turned into a decision that won't quit, if it's something you're turning over more than once a year, if you dread it every summer, if it's a conversation you keep dodging because you don't know what the answer is going to be, that's decision fatigue working on you. And the fix for that is not more research. It's not 3 more estimates from 3 more companies. It's a simple, clear picture of what you've got and what comes next. That's what the $100 diagnostic buys you. I come out, I look at the whole system, I tell you straight where it stands, and I lay out your options clear. No runaround, no upsell, just the facts laid out so you can make one decision and be finished with it. Because the best decision is the one you only have to make one time. This has figured something out. I'm Dave Hartzell. Thanks for riding along with me. Call 405-375-4822 or book at hartzellseatair.com. I'll make it simple for you.